and this is then and now. And we're going to look at a Texas Republican power grab back in 2003 with redistricting and compare it a little bit to what's going on today in Texas as well. In 2002 and 2003, the Texas Majority Whip and then leader Tom DeLay worked with Texas Republicans following the 2002 midterms and works and puts pressure, and Texas Republicans follow with a redistricting plan to increase their seats in the House going into 2004. Democrats flee the state and try to prevent a vote from happening. Ultimately, the plan goes through, the seats happen. One seat will be deemed unconstitutional a few years later, but the others stand. That was then in 2003. Again, Republicans in Texas. And here we are today. John, what do you think?
So, just one more note on what happened then. The Supreme Court upheld mid-decade redistricting. That's why, there are not that many legal remedies for the Democrats right now, and why they went to California to try to even the score. The big difference, I think, between then and now is what John Cornyn did. And he is a senator from Texas, and he asked the FBI to come in and basically try to arrest these Democrats who were not showing up for a quorum, who had been in Illinois for a while. And they call them the Killer D's in 2003. This time, the FBI is involved, and this is a state matter. Redistricting has always been a state matter. What's happening now is that day after day, we're seeing more expansions of what I think can now fairly be called up state legislators in Texas. And now the FBI is searching John Bolton's house because he's been a critic of his former boss, Donald Trump. And so what's happening, there are these fire hoses of revelations, and it's really hard to catch up to them. So it's important that we understand why two seemingly similar situations. And it's true that there's been gerrymandering since the 1790s, right? So this idea of trying to get partisan advantage with gerrymandering and maps, and even, legislators leaving, that was done in Wisconsin on other issues a few years ago. All this stuff has happened before, even if it's regrettable. What has not happened is turning the FBI into your personal police force. Nixon came close to doing that, but even he didn't send the FBI in to try to arrest state legislators.
Yeah, I'll just add three really quick differences. I mean, one is, from what we know, President Bush was not quite as involved as President Trump, who really guided it this time. Whereas in 2003, we were talking about a House member, Tom DeLay from Texas. So it is a little bit of a different dynamic. Two, redistricting technology is changing every year. It is so sophisticated right now. Imagine Amazon meets redistricting with that kind of technology. I just think there's more that the party can do. And finally, it's a guardrail. Both parties redistrict. It's an ugly process. But the idea of sticking to after the census, the idea of just doing it once, was some kind of norm and guardrail. DeLay broke it in 2003. And I think what we're about to enter into is just seeing all efforts to contain this unravel. So that's my then and now. Thanks for doing this, John, and we'll talk next week.
Thanks, Julian.
Bye bye.